Adam drove over to the beach and we met up there, and we kind of just hung out and talked for most of the time. That was kind of our first official alone, I guess, date. It wasn't even like he asked me to be his girlfriend. It was just at some point we were hanging out so much and just doing everything together that we kind of were just like, so are we a thing now? Because it kind of seems that way. He definitely is the most supportive person I have down here. Adam makes me feel comfortable. I love that about him.
Another storm could threaten the U.S. It's brewing out in the Atlantic as we speak. Hurricane Irma now churning far out.
When we first heard about the hurricane, I was just thinking of, hurricane-proofing stuff. To me, it was just another storm that, we would all weather out, and I hadn't even thought about having to evacuate or if Adam was or was not going to leave. After Adam and I had pretty much hurricane-proofed our apartment, we had packed up my entire car full of important stuff. The house was completely empty, and the two of us just sat on the couch, and he said he would feel better knowing that I was not in the direct path of a Category 4 or 5 hurricane. I kept asking him until the last minute to leave with me, but he decided to stay. Adam felt like he couldn't leave his friends or the boats that he worked on just because he wanted to leave. Sitting on the couch in our empty house saying goodbye was terrible. While I was driving out, I stayed on the phone with Adam for some of it just because I wanted to keep talking to him as much as I could. It was sad thinking about not seeing someone ever again and just wanting to keep talking to them. Adam was texting me when they were ready for the storm. He was telling me how he wished he was with me. And then the last text that I got from Adam was the wind was picking up and it was getting a little stormier. And I said that I loved him, and then never got a text back. It was not comforting watching the news.
A live look at Western Florida's residents who haven't left yet brace for Hurricane Irma's onslaught.
The Florida Keys are bracing for Hurricane Irma.
Many are calling Irma's current track the worst case scenario.
It's a killer.
No place in the Keys is safe.
The worst that the storm has to offer for the Florida Keys is being felt right now.
With Irma's death toll certain to rise,
Irma has made landfall.
But we are officially in hurricane conditions.
All the power is out in the Florida Keys.
threatening to obliterate the Florida Keys.
Devouring Florida.
Devastating damage.
Life-threatening surge.
A lot of people, I think, who decided to stay in their homes thought they were going to get lucky. This does not look good.
This house is just gone.
We all heard that this storm was coming and we were going to get a direct hit. We got one all right. No water, no electricity, no outside communication.
On like day 2 or 3, I was really frustrated that AT&T hadn't done something to get us some service. And then we heard there was 2 phones in Marathon. So I went there and there was maybe 10, 11, 12 people in line, and there was a man kind of standing a little bit off, and he goes, well, you know, I just came outside, I had one of those old phones, I plugged it in, it worked. You know, respect the rest of the people in line and, you know, make the calls that are necessary.
I said, I'm out of here, I gotta call my kids.
I really just kind of felt I needed to call my mom. So there was a man in front of me. It was his first anniversary. When he got up to the phone and he heard his wife's voice, he burst into tears. When he got off the phone, he's like, guys, I'm so sorry I took an extra minute, but I just missed my wife and baby so much.
I went and called my daughter. She immediately started crying, which made me cry because I love my kids with all my heart.
Called my mom and dad just to let them know I was alive and well.
Our son Stephen used Charlie Brown's landline to let our families know that we were okay.
Alive.
When I called my mom, just when she said hello and didn't know, who it was, like, Mom, it's me, I'm okay. And I told you I was gonna cry.
I remember sitting on the couch and hearing my phone ring, and I looked down, and it was an unknown number, but it said from Florida. It was like someone hitting you in the back of the head, like, pick up the phone, like, it has to be him. I just said hello, and I heard
Hello. Hey.
it was the most relieving feeling in the world, was hearing him say, hey.
That was like the best moment ever.
I kind of asked, where are you calling from? And he said, Charlie Brown.
I'm Charlie Brown. I set up a landline after the hurricane. As people went by, we just started yelling at them, hey, we got a phone. Tell 2 or 3 people. I mean, the coconut telegraph goes off.
Communication corner.
715 phone calls went out of here in a matter of 4 or 5 days. It's just the right thing to do.
I've never seen so many people offer help to other people.
That's why we'll never live anywhere else, because the people here are amazing and they will do anything in their power to help another person.
Most people give the shirt off their back if they have to.
And they're like, hey, can you give us a hand? You just pull over, we're pushing trees, we're push a boat, we're push whatever's in the way.
You need drywall put in? I got you. Like, you need to get this tree off your property? I got you.
Everybody helped everybody.
You always hear one human family. Well, that's what we are here.
I was elated to know that people were still kicking down here. That we are Key Strong.